Okay, so for those of you that did not make the Zoom meeting today and you're like, well, what the heck is this assignment? There's no directions on it. I'm the directions. So in the Zoom meeting today, we did really small breakout rooms, and in groups, we went through this little checklist based on your homeless bird quilt slides, and I added a PDF version of what I did for I made an example, and now I'm not going to leave this example up forever. I'm probably only going to leave maybe the first two slides up for you. So just be aware of that. I just don't want you guys to copy exactly what I do. I want you to do your own thing. So what this checklist is when you are done with your slideshow, okay? When you're done with your slideshow, this is to make sure you have everything that you're supposed to have. So, for example, before I say for example, first of all, I know this looks like a lot, but remember you're only supposed to do 4 of the content slides. So you're going to have 5 slides total, and I know there's kind of a lot on here. Don't fret, okay? Just do the ones that you did on your slideshow. Now, you have to make sure you have your title slide. This is the things that need to be incorporated in your figurative language slide, your vocabulary word slide, your symbolism slide, and so on and so on and so on. And then overall appearance. Now, the overall appearance I feel like is important to discuss because I want you to have good quality slideshows, and this isn't the last time you're going to have to do a slideshow by any means, okay? So there should be no blank backgrounds, so no just black or just white backgrounds. And if you give me a second, I'll show you how to change that because some people were having trouble with that. Your font size needs to be big enough to read, shockingly enough. And then I know that there's not an image or illustration component for each one of these, but if you're able to put a picture on every slide, you should. And then your page, the content of your page should fill the entire slide, not just a little tiny bit of it. So I need to see that you're checking and making sure that you're doing all of the things, because that means that you're taking the time to re-look at your work and see if you're doing the right thing. So let me go back. Sorry. All right, we're back. I had to open the slideshow again. Sorry about that. So if you're going to change the background on your slideshow, okay, you need to come up here to this background, okay, and then where it says color, you can go in, and if you want a solid color, then you can choose a solid color, and then you would just click done, okay. Maybe I should be having this on here. So, or you go to background, and if you want to change it, I like these gradient colors. It makes it look kind of cool, and you can choose one of those and then click done. And then, so it'll change the background. Now, some students had questions about, like, how do you get the picture like this? Well, if you want to insert a picture, you have to come up here. Let me get my little, to insert, and then you'll go image, and then I usually, if you're searching on Google, you want to insert with the URL so that you get the image inserted using the photo address. So let's actually break that down a little bit. So we're gonna add a slide here. Okay, I'm just gonna add a blank slide, and let's go ahead and we're gonna just Google India. Okay, and just see what pops up. So images, okay. I did one earlier, India monsoon, because that sounds kind of cool. Oh, let's do this guy. He looks interesting. So you're going to click on the picture, and then you want to come over to the side where the picture is really big. So let me get my bigger thing over onto this side, and you're going to click like the right-hand click. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. So you're going to click, and I like to open the image in a new tab, and then I get this this URL, and I copy that. Okay. However you copy on your device. And then I'm going to come back to my page and I'm going to go, you can either go insert image here, or this little guy here is insert image. So you by URL, I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to insert it. And I know it comes up really large, but I can go ahead and just drag it down to the size that I want it. If you double click on here, you can even crop the photo if you need to, which is pretty cool. And then once you crop it, once you drag it how you want, you just hit enter, and it's then it does whatever you want to the picture. Now, if you want that picture to be your background, which I'm not sure I would suggest that, simply because sometimes it's really hard to read the text on it. But if you wanted to insert that as your background, you would go background, choose image, and then by URL. I'm going to paste my thing and hit insert, and then done. And then I have it as my entire background. But again, look at how hard it is to read this. Even if I made it, I mean, maybe if I make it white, it would be easier. But sometimes, like, I'm not tech savvy enough to know how to edit the photo and make the background like lighter and stuff. So you just want to be careful with that. If you have any other questions about this, I would make sure you send me an email. Remember, this is due on Friday, but I mean, I would really encourage you to try to not be working on this on Friday. I would encourage you to be done, so that you just get to be done. You don't have to worry about it. Let me know what you need. Again, I'm online all day. So hopefully I'll talk to you soon.